I want to feel like we're alone.
Your body, your choice. My body, my choice. Mind your own womb.
I am sorry that the state has failed you. I am sorry that the church, of which all of us has been forced to be baptized, has failed you.
No person shall be subject to torture or to cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment. It is quite inhumane forcing women to carry the life that they are not ready for.
Abortion, according to Section 1 of the Abortion and Sterilization Act of 1975, is defined as the abortion of a live fetus from the woman's body with the intention to kill it.
Medically, it's defined as the premature ending of or termination of a pregnancy before, its full term.
Abortion in Namibia is illegal with the exception of rape cases or in a life or death situation. Throughout the year 2017-2018, 25 cases of baby dumping were reported to the police. The Ministry of Health and Social Services recorded more than 7,300 cases of illegal abortions by young people at its public health facilities in 2017.
Human life begins with the thought.
Human life begins when the baby is born.
Life begins as soon as the baby the fetus is in the womb of the mother.
According to family law, law of persons, life starts at birth and not conception. Basically, at the period that the woman is pregnant, when the fetus is in the mother's body, a fetus is then deemed to be part of its mother's body.
To my personal belief, I believe our life begins in heaven.
We have made a provision in Article 227 that we decriminalize abandonment. So the new law is making provision for babies to be left at certain safe places, such as hospitals, police offices. We have registered places of safety, and we have children's homes. So mothers are encouraged to leave babies. If they could stay anonymous, as long as the babies are unharmed, they could leave the babies at these safe places and we will not prosecute them.
What is your name?
Shippy. John. And Nene.
How old are you?
5. 10.
5.
My choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. Reproductive justice now. So this walk really is a symbol of honoring and fighting for the justice of all women in this country. Not the church, not the state. Women must decide their fate.
Okay, you can see the march has started. Right now we are on our way to the parliament to submit our petition. You can see.
Abortion is Satanism. Abortion is Satanism. So if we are now, because we know from the beginning, the Bible said, you can see from the devil, he was tempting Jesus, telling Jesus that, this whole world, if you worship me, I'll give you all of this territory. It's yours. I'll make you to rule. Meaning that the devil is the ruler of this world. Now, as Africans now, we are bowing out to the devil.
How does religion come into this discussion? Whose religion is it in the first place? The colonial religion? Our people have never had religion. It's the generations of these ancestors that we are talking about today. And these children's children that stand up to demand for legal abortion are based on the human being, the women and their body.
Abortion should not be legalized because it is not part of God's construct of creation. If God is a God of life and He is the source of life, by you even thinking of abortion, you're going against His idea.
Because abortion is murder. We cannot use abortion as a way of contraceptive.
We have pastors who enforce these things on the congregation, and they also sleep with people of the congregation while they are married. These are sins. There are people who judge others. These are sins. There are people who have sex before marriage. Some of us are born out of wedlock. Sin. But then just because it's abortion and it's apparently killing.
Everyone's not a Christian, right? So if you're going to lead a country or make laws for a country, like a secular state like Namibia, you cannot use Christianity to make those laws. You cannot use religion because not everyone is a Christian.
It is quite inhumane forcing women to carry the life that they are not ready for. It is quite inhumane. Thus, denying women access to safe and legal abortions is a violation of their human rights.
A report by the Legal Assistance Center on Baby Dumping and Infanticide suggests an increase in cases of concealment of birth over the past decade, a situation which has sparked debate in some quarters of society.
Before tell me hakula neno ta uvu kuchashiri yeso diriga ngoto efa kule no nombra ta kaubane atu kongo na mo na mengo viga keno na fie kupongo kudongo vijo ka isho shiria kapula ai katu siye bujatu kya mwana ngibuto ngapi ngiba no mengo vimo no mera jo mwana ai ya mwine ushino kucho kweli no mwenye nengo yasa opuna nyami hakala hala kucha haloku adapting unona ndena tukishipitika alishashi kwali kwa kufa unona kwa gender equality ya pa foreigner and foreigner bovino unona ndekuzamwe akapiko kane kikakela ko skola suone nanjo kanena kali kukaka America.
The right to life. I mean, everyone has the right to life. So, if we are not allowing, for example, the death penalty, why should we then legalize abortion?
Section 10 of the same act provides for penalties of a person that has then procured an abortion, and that is that a person will obviously be arrested and be tried. And in an event where the person is found guilty, the person is then convicted to a fine not exceeding $5,000 or imprisonment to a period not exceeding 5 years, or to both such a fine and imprisonment at the same time.
It's an old law. If it was a Namibian law, it can no longer be, because I think after independence, we're supposed to have new laws, and for me it's an outdated law.
It's not godly, first thing. because that is not the purpose of creation. It's very wrong. So if now we are legalizing abortion, now we are contradicting with the God's law according to the Bible, meaning that probably we are getting these laws probably forced from the West Africans, West countries, sorry.
I don't think it's nice. Because people will like just like kill babies. They will just make abortion, those things.
But there are people are already killing babies.
Yeah, they are. But they will become now worse.
Mind your own womb. I said mind your own womb. We say mind your own womb. Namibia, mind your own womb. Men, mind your own womb.
Today, we are taking back what belongs to us. And we are not asking for it because it is ours.
This issue of abortion, it will never work at all. Probably they can force it in because actually here as Africans, we're not proud of ourselves. We always want to consult from the West.
There are a lot of things that people don't take into consideration when they go pro-life, because what I have realized and what I have picked up in our society, like, we don't take mental issues serious. We don't consider mental health. We tend to forget that there is no life without mental health. You force this person to have this child because it's illegal to abort. But then now, the person is left to deal with this for the rest of their lives.
Unona wene oshi moshiwa ukukala torero unona ndi ulela no shiri ulela no nifunja chacho kana ngoto kale nifunja otaka mwana otashikatana ukajena tango kalombule iko shiri ngehimka yatira bukuja aya mande kweterwa.
Abortion is a method of family planning. That is all we're asking for. I mean, I come from women, I'm going to say this again and I'm going to say it till I bleed. I come from women, so I feel for women. And we don't know whether we as children of our parents are trauma babies. I don't know how the procedure went. I never asked my mom, look, mother, how did it go about? Were you raped? How did I come to life? How did you conceive me? Were you under alcohol? Were you under drugs? How did this happen? And now this woman has to raise a kid with the trauma in her face the whole time.
Because the burden of pregnancy, the burden of sexual reproductive health is based on the woman's body. So therefore, I think we must go beyond the myth and beyond the religious arguments and address the women in her quest to have a legalized abortion in the country.